Welcome back to another edition of the Sundown series. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all will be proud to know that we have finally reached the last town in the state of Arkansas of the Sundown series. Many of you were wondering when we was getting to the next town. Don't worry, this is the last town for Arkansas. And starting next week, a week from tonight, we will be on to our next state. I'm not going to tell you what state it's going to be. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. So, in the last town for the state of Arkansas, we are talking about Rogers, Arkansas. Rogers is a city in Benton County, Arkansas, located in the Ozarks. It is part of the Northwest Arkansas metropolitan area. Excuse me. One of the fastest growing metro areas in the country. Rogers was the location of the first Walmart store, whose corporate headquarters is located in neighboring Bentonville. Daisy Outdoor Products, known for its air rifles, has both its headquarters and its air gun museum in Rogers. I must say, based on the pictures I have seen of this place, this is probably the most well-developed place of all the towns that I've talked about in the last couple of months. As of the 2010 census, the city had a population of 55,964. In 2017, the estimated population was 66,430, making it the sixth most populous city in the state. The Fayetteville-Springdale-Rogers metropolitan area, more commonly known as Northwest Arkansas, is ranked 109th in terms of population in the United States with 465,776 inhabitants as of the 2010 U.S. Census. Rogers was named after Captain Charles Warrington Rogers, who was vice president and general manager of the St. Louis and San Francisco Railway, also known as Frisco. The town was established in 1881, the year the Frisco line arrived. It was at this time the area residents honored Captain Rogers by naming it for him. The community was incorporated on June 6, 1881. The number of African Americans living in Rogers is very low. In the early 20th century, Rogers was a sundown town. Monet, Pierce City, Rogers, Arkansas, and several other towns around here have driven the Negroes out. In June 2007, Business Week magazine ranked Rogers as 18th in its list of 25 best affordable suburbs in the American South. And in 2010, CNN Money ranked Rogers number 10 on their list of 100 best places to live. Let's see here. As of 2010, Rogers has a population of 55,964 people. The racial and ethnic composition of the population was 62% non-Hispanic white, 1.3% non-Hispanic black, 1% Native American, 2.5% Asian, 0.3% Pacific Islander, 0.1% non-Hispanics of some other race, 3% from two or more races, and 31.5% Hispanic or Latino. So as you can see, like I said, this is the more diverse town in Arkansas out of all the other ones that I had talked about, and it's the most populated one as well. As of the census of 2000, there were 38,829 people, 14,005 households, and 10,209 families residing in the city. The population density was 1,158 people per square mile. There were 14,836 housing units at an average density of 442.4 square mile. The racial makeup of the city was, at the time, 90.70% white. Now, this was back in 2000. It's amazing how much it has changed since then in 2010. Then, of course, I'm sure it probably looks about the same, maybe a little bit different today. But this is in 2020 years ago. 90.70% white, 0.47% black or African American, 1.05% Native American, 1.43% Asian, 0.7% Pacific Islander, 9.43% from other races, and 1.80% from two or more races. 19.29% of the population are Hispanic or Latino of any race. There were 14,005 households, out of which 39.4% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 58.4% were married couples living together. 10.1% had a female household holder with no husband present, and 27.1% were non-families. 22% of all households were made up of individuals, and 8.9% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.74, and the average family size was 3.21. In the city, the population was spread out 29.4% under the age of 18, 9% from 18 to 24, 31.5% from 25 to 44, 18.3% from 45 to 64, and 11.8% who were ages 65 years age of older. The median age was 32 years. For every 100 females, there were 95.3 males. For every 100 females aged 18 and over, there were 91.5 males. The median income for a household in the city was $40,474, and the median income for a family was $45,876. Males had a median income of $30,911 and versus $22,020 for females. The per capita income for the city was $19,761. About 9.4% of families and 12.8% of the population were below the poverty line, including 17.6% of those under the age of 18 and 10.1% of those 65 years or older. So this particular town, because of its diversity and everything like that, there really isn't a lot going on there that would deem it a sundown town now compared to probably how it was back then. Because remember how I said 20 years ago, it was like damn near lily white, but it has become so diverse now that it almost wouldn't get labeled a sundown town by the standards of today compared to the other towns that I've done for the state of Arkansas, where it's to this day still completely almost lily white, especially that one town that can barely get over 1,000 people in it today. I forgot what town that was. But that pretty much concludes this edition of the Sundown series, and it concludes the sundown towns for the state of Arkansas. We finally made it, y'all. But next week we will be on to our next sundown town in a whole nother state. Make sure y'all come back next week to find out what that town will be. And I will talk to you in the next one. Y'all make sure to also like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't done so already, and have your notifications turned on.